Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, the 5th of February, 2020. Hope you had a good trading day. We had a couple of decent days to start the week, but a little weird, especially with the big gap up on Tuesday and then went higher. Tesla and Amazon making up most of that. Tesla in particular, we'll talk about that in a minute as the short squeeze and whatever else is going on there continues. You'd think they'd figured out, some of these space stocks are running. You would think that they'd figured out something about outer space that we don't know yet publicly. At any rate, here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. 13 sell signal back a couple weeks ago, still sitting under that line and level. Crude oil was actually up 60 cents by the close, but it did sweep to new lows the other day. So we're down and sitting at lows of the year as the we're still producing a lot of oil, but at the same time we've got a problem in that the um, the situation in China is preventing a lot of air travel and things like that. We've got gold. This is the gold chart up $7. So not much there. Nothing really interesting, obviously. We've got S&P cash, right? Up 48.67. It was a big day, obviously, for the S&P cash index after the big gap up and everything else that went with it. Nasdaq 100 up 207. Now there's a new high on the Nasdaq 100. We had 13 sell signal the other day. We've now already broken above that risk line. We did not even come close on the S&P. So it is what it is. The SOX up 56. That's still way below the 13 sell signal that hit a while back. Biotech's up 86.35. You kind of feel like this might have been a bull trap day in the middle of a decline because we've been down for a while now. Everybody wants to find the bottom. I don't think it's here yet. Russell 2000 up 24.56. The VIX loses $1.92 back to 1605, which is still way off those lows down near 12. The trend closes at 0.68, puts the 10-day at 1.41. Nasdaq volume was 2.4 million shares, lower than we saw back on Friday when we really sold off. Advanced decline ratio on the Nasdaq was plus 1282, which is the better day in a while. On the New York, plus 1236, which is the better day in a while. Google lost 37.19. Apple up $10.19. Netflix up $11 and penny. That's the one that looks real, right? The stock's actually moving out to new highs off of a legitimate base, not overextended yet. Amazon has a 13 sell signal on the daily chart from the prior day. The risk line is still much higher, but it did close up 45.47. Remember, that's a $2,000 stock, though. Tesla, though, this is the bigger one. It sold off very late in the day in the last few minutes, but it's up 107 points again today to 800. I mean, that's like a 12% move. Again, and that's seriously just from the 637 it was at back on Friday's close. It's up 250 points. I mean, it's up 33% or whatever that is just in 2 days. And never mind the quadruple plus since the lows back in June. Facebook gains $5.64. Goldman Sachs up $2.93. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down $1.93, and the Dow closes up 407.82. In terms of intraday action last 2 days, we did not do a market preview last night. Here's the ES. So we had gapped up Tuesday. We went higher. We came back a bit and then just dead flat for the last 4.5 hours of the day. Wednesday, we gapped up. We did push higher and then just dead flat for the last 4.5 hours of the day. You see the pattern. Wasn't even as exciting of a day in terms of back and forth movement as Monday was. But it does have us up for the week. But you saw where that puts us on the various daily charts, which isn't necessarily that interesting. In terms of economic data, on Wednesday, we've got the ADP non-farm employment change at 8:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Trade balance at 8:30. That's an hour before the bell. Final services PMI at 9:45. ISM non-manufacturing PMI at 10, and crude oil inventories at 10:30. Got Fed members speaking at the close or just after. And then we're down to the last 2 days of the week, and we're still just starting out February. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Wednesday.